Okay, so this is Selaco. I did play this demo and I did really enjoy that. The demo has been taken down, which I think is an absolutely stupid thing to do. Developers have, you know, made their motivation. I just do not agree at all with that decision. Especially not for an early access game, you know. I don't want to invest unless I can get to try it, but hey, I've tried this before, so that's fine. Price is at the €25 mark at the moment, with some regional pricing. This is supposed to be pretty much kind of base game, but might need some polish here and there, but it's still a significant early access release. Unfortunately, one thing when I started this was something that I felt was probably gonna be problematic for me. I'm gonna be using my Steam controller for this, and this would have been even a bigger problem if I were using my GameSir T4K lid. So first off, you have the options menu, and the option menus has lots of options. This is obviously good, but can also be very, very bad because it can be overwhelming for you to sit through everything just to, you know, tweak it. Lots of them have good explanation. This one, just like in the demo, will not be saved and stayed on, which bugs the crap out of me now and back then. Don't understand why that's not fixed, or how it has not been noticed. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of settings. But here we came to my biggest worry as a Steam controller user. It just seems overly cluttered with inputs, and yeah, it is. This is not tweaked well. This is bad. It's good that you have lots of options and everything, but it does not work well. This is just too cluttered. It could have been made this smoother, and this could have just been a toggle thing, but sure, that works. Another thing is that you cannot rebind the same key, because I wanted to try to see if I could have a melee and use on maybe the same button input. Could not use that. This is though funny that you have a input for this here, use and reload, and seems to be optimized for gamepad, and this is also not really good. It should have been better to separate the gamepad inputs, or the like having a separate column. It's gets a little bit like yeah, does it like a little bit weird. It works, but I would have preferred to have an input for like gamepad or something here. But yeah, just playing this game, it just doesn't feel like they have optimized input here. They have just hey, look, you have a keyboard, let's just blow all we can down here. And that makes it a huge problem when it comes to gamepad and trying to map it, and like you can't even see like the layout of like a gamepad and what they really do here, which also is a little bit of more of a challenge. Just having to scroll quickly through the entire list to see what do the A button by default do on my controller. You can't see that, which is very helpful and useful both in optimizing for a Steam controller using the Steam controller UI, but also if you're just gonna start the game, like you have to scroll. Oh, jump. A is jumping. Okay, so what does my D-pad do? And you have to like start scrolling and let's see them, and oh, okay. And yeah, so the whole entire input thing here is not what I feel is a positive experience. I feel it's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna show that when I come into a game. Just one like quick little things here and there. And I also have some weird with this. I tried to remap this to be on the Steam controller here, right? I tried my best to... Here, I want my back left to be... When I quickly press it, I want it to be just a zoom, you know, slide. But this is a very more of a trying to... I don't know, maybe tactical, I don't know if tactically correct, but you might be needing to take cover a lot, because we'll get into that later, but yeah. So you might need to do dashing, which is kind of like a crouch slide thing, and you might also need regular crouching. And I tried this on my controller here. This is the first game I've experienced something like this. I'm hoping this is just Steam messing up. Because I can't explain it, but I wanted it to be so when I hold it down, right, we crouch, and then when we quickly press it, you will just dash, which would work great and would help with mapping to a gamepad. But this is something, it would work better if game developers could get stuff like this, like having that, you know, if you're close to a panel that you can, like in Doom 3, you can interact with them with just your fire button or with your jump button or something. Like trying to compress it is not bad, and it works better in my experience when it is in the game, when I have to like force it myself. We're gonna try that later on here, but yeah, this was not a fun experience. I think I spent like an hour and I still feel I cannot really get this going well. And this game also have some reason, this is also weird, you have a fists, but you have a quick melee, so why do I need to have fist? Oh well, it's throwables. Okay, that seems nice, right? Grenades, perfect. Let's see. Oh wait, what? But grenades is here. So why do I have grenades here and I have grenades here? I'm guessing that pressing G is a quick throw and pressing the 0 will take it out, but it's just like you don't need this. You have a quick melee, you don't need fist. You have the G to quick throw grenades, you don't need this. Obviously this is an optional thing in the game, but it's just... Why is this even in the game here? Why have you not, as a developer, felt like that? Do I need all of these buttons? I have 105 keys in front of me. Do I really need them? Like, I don't feel it is necessary. It doesn't make sense here. Like, why? What purpose will my fists have in this game when I have the quick melee? How will they complement each other? Why would I need to have the throwables thing here, and how are those combined when I have a quick throw grenade? It's, to me, it just does not come together as a good thing here. It just seems like it's missing that kind of deeper thought here of how can we make it a nice, seamless, good experience, and that's what I felt in the game so far. But we're gonna start from the beginning and everything. But yeah, lots of options. Would definitely like for you to be able to bind the same key to the same actions to see if you can squeeze down it or optimize it. But this is my biggest problem for the game, in my opinion, too. It doesn't really seem like a seamless experience when I've been playing it. It's also been in my mind, how can I optimize it, how can I get it working. I've gotten this to work with Doom Eternal, for freaking sake, but I cannot really feel like that I can get it to work with this game. And like Doom 2016 also, but this game I don't feel I can get this that well done. Yeah, there's lots of settings, and I do love that you can mix and match the keyboard and gamepad inputs. Probably would have been better to separate them than to have them in the same here, because... Right, why would you not just have a crouch toggle mode here? Not getting it. Yeah, because it's quite interesting. Maybe I could optimize my input by mixing or matching more, but it's very hard to get a good overview here of what is like that is combined and stuff like that, but it's very, yeah, it's not a very intuitive way here to get the overview of how things is working. Because in Doom Eternal I could have that when I pressed map it switched to gamepad controls because I could see what they were and what they did. I don't see the same kind of overview here, but so yeah. It just seems like it's just too many inputs that is not really necessary if you just took a week and sat down and looked, how can I make this more of a seamless experience without utilizing this much keys. So sounds, backgrounds, this is nice. You can toggle sounds on off in the background, stuff like that. I'm not gonna go through this, too much settings. I tweaked everyone, like been through all of this. I've read most of the dialogues and stuff like that. You're gonna have to do that yourself, because this is, again, it's good with options, but it can also be overwhelming, especially if you're a new like PC player to this. This is just gonna be, you're not gonna see every good options. You're not gonna find them unless you take, you know, like a 15 to maybe even 30 minutes to just read everything here and slowly go through it. Which will give you a very good experience. But I don't know, like, this is not negative, it's just like it can be positive and negative with all of these options. It's gonna come down to the person. To me, you know, which is used to all of this, still felt that it was maybe a little bit too much. It's just like, before even like getting into just the gaming, I go through this for, you know, 10-15 minutes, all the settings, and I go through like somewhere in the range between maybe 30-45 minutes of like trying to get a base thing going for my Steam controller, and then I play for 15-30 minutes to try to optimize and stuff like that and tweak. And it's like, okay, that's an hour just getting through settings and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Great options to have here to reduce and tweak. So it is, you know, it is amazing to have all of these settings, but it can definitely be an overwhelming thing to get through everything here. To tweak it and getting it on. And I don't know why this is in accessibility. This seems to be more in the gamepad. Graphics settings here seems to be running good. I haven't tweaked too much. We're running high settings pretty much with a few things on. I'm using no anti-aliasing like this because apparently that's very performance impact is high. So I just upscale a little bit to see how that's gonna turn out to work. Nice video settings, FOV settings and saturation, gamma correction. Vulkan OpenGL Sport VSync and stuff like that, and we can lock the frame rate. It's not fixed, you have these options. So if you have a 240 FPS display or higher, like over 200 FPS, you're gonna, I don't know if the game supports higher or not, but you might have to manually set like a limiter or stuff like that. Scale here is my upscaling a little bit to make the game a little bit more sharper. Might turn that one down if I start noticing a lot of, you know, drops. This is nice to have for me, that the game doesn't pause when I press out in OBS to try to record and stuff like that, so you can get a bit basic going. But alright, let's see if we can go to new campaign. So this is what I started first because it looks like pretty like base difficulty. You know, we played a lot of FPS games through Doom Eternal, Doom 16, Turbo Overkill, classic Doom games with brutal Doom mods, Fear 1, 2, bit of 3, like lots of FPS games. This is really hard for sure. Even in like the first encounters, you just get really obliterated. This probably feels more like a normal diff, like a yeah, this is definitely more in the realms of Doom Eternal's difficulty scale, so no problems. I think you should might be a good thing to start the game with the medium difficulty, because you cannot switch this when you're in game at this point in time. So better to start a little bit easier, play like an hour or so, and if it feels like, ah man, yeah, no, I want a better challenge, bump it up, rather than start here, because they are gonna start really hitting hard very, very soon in the game. That's good, so you get to feel that. But depending on your skill, probably better not, maybe even if you seek in a medium difficulty, going for easy might be more of a medium difficulty that you are searching for. This is probably going to be a little bit more of a hard normal difficulty compared to many other games. So we're gonna go with that. You also can use this one. I'm not gonna use any of this one because to my knowledge and reading here, they just make the games more challenging. So I guess it's interesting, but not gonna use that. Right here, I would have liked if I could just use my left button to open that. Left click mouse instead. Right off the bat, it do run well here on my RTX 3070. Ryzen 5600X probably feels a lot more smoother than in the early demo. Graphic is very nice and very sharp here, and I love the upscaling options. Audio and everything so far feels nice. Something with the something with the mix might need a bit of tweaking. Some things seems a little bit loud, some seems a little bit low. Again, I try to tweak it to my liking. Right. We're gonna see how this is gonna work out. I'm probably gonna have to turn off this that I have, unlock hatch. There are stutters every time a save happens, and there are quick saves. There are quick save and autosave options that you can utilize. Right, very dark, a bit hard maybe to see. I think this is the way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down. Turn this. The explosions are very, very loud and like that. I've already turned down sound effects, but music there. I don't know how to tweak this better. Some things are very low and some things are very high. And it's like, I think, I don't know if explosions and gun sounds and those stuff are combined into one settings or not. I can't see anything here right now. Because I need this maybe? Right, so even your first enemy there took me down 30 HP. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna play out on a more of a normal difficulty here, compared to recently playing this on the harder difficulty for maybe 30 minutes to try to get a feel for it. Might need to ump the brightness, it's just very bright in my room today. It is very nice audio here. I just don't know how to tweak the music to a good way. Sound effects are sometimes very loud. I also want sound effects to be louder than the music. Yeah, I don't know. The audio mixing I would recommend some tweaking by the developers. See if we can get in a more gyro comfortable thing. It would have been cool if they could have added they have great, you know, they have good support for mixing and matching gamepad and stuff like that, the inputs. I think they support the PlayStation DualShock in some ways. Would have been cool if they could have been adding gyro native support. It's also very nice that you can get I think they had an option for direct what is it called, direct input, or yeah, okay, let's remove that. Yeah, so you have direct input or X input support, which is really nice. Let's I'm turning this one off because I'm just using a plug mouse and keyboard mapping so far, as you can see here. Yeah, I don't know. I tried using joystick as moving, because, you know, you can get smooth and you can sneak up, but I just felt that in the end this game, just the sneaking aspect not that good. Having joystick to move to get finer grain of input, it didn't seem that it gave me any advantage in the game, I guess. That's what I'm... They are quite weirdly quick sometimes. Wow, yeah, taking a lot of hits already here. So it probably is better to start on a lower difficulty the first time you play this, to kind of see where you want to land. Lots of cool debris and stuff like that. Just trying to get into this game, the biggest thing has been trying to optimize this for my Steam controller. Has been very not a fun experience. Playing it, like the basic thing here is for sure fine, but depending on how it's like, I can't, here we go, like this is another thing here. So this is now the map and I can move here, right? So on keyboard and mouse I can move, but I cannot move the map. I have to take my hand off the mouse and use the directional keys on the keyboard to move, and it just doesn't feel intuitive. It would be better to have an options to be able to not move, or just hard-coded to not be able to move at the same time. I do know that Doom had that, and like have again, yes, So many keys that just doesn't feel like it should have been necessary to have. And I can't map this to my gamepad, and it's so difficult to see the base gamepad layout. Maybe when in gamepad mode, when you press like the map, maybe it will work different and you can use different, but I just feel that when you press the map, let me use the mouse to move the map. There's no... Why can I not use the mouse to move the map? And have zoom in being, you know, scroll in and scroll up is fine. But you could have, like, there is this, right? Changing the zoom button could have been like left click, because you can't really shoot when you're in the map anyway. And toggle legend, why is that legend? Why is that on L? Now I have to move my hand from either WASD or I have to move it from my mouse. It could have just been right click, toggle legend, right click, toggle legend. And this is what I mean with just, it doesn't feel like a smooth intuitive feelings. It just feels like, oh shit, we have something we want to add. We have 105 keys, put it on a key. And it's not necessary, and it makes it more rough for Steam controller, and it makes it harder if I were to use my other one that has less button things to try to get this doing. And if developers just think me more about how can I make this a seamless, smooth experience without just, do I need this to be a separate input? Is it really necessary? Here it definitely is not. You could definitely let me, you know, have an option to move with the mouse instead of having to move the map like this. You could definitely, like, I guess that could... Yeah, it bugged out here now. By default I could use the mouse to move around. I can't do that anymore, so yeah, that's definitely a bug here. Yeah, probably just better to not let you be able to move when you're in the map for the general audience, and then let you move the map by just using the mouse. And again, toggle legend, why not put it on left mouse button or right mouse button? Center player could be the F key, or if you want that to be, change the zoom mode. You don't need to have extra inputs for everything. Sorry for the rant, but that is really taking away from the experience a bit. Because everything else, you know, feels very great. Again, like the sound mix could need more work, but it's not bad sound. Music is great, effects are most of the time nice. Movement feels snappy, it feels nice and good. But yeah, if the game could have built in this like hold the crouch as an option and pressed to slide, that maybe could have worked, because that would be really nice for me. Because that's not the game's fault, but for some reason in this game it's just seems to not be working for me to remap that. And then I do also wonder if you have all of these weapons, is they really going to be... Hello? Alright, full HP. Is it really going to be... Is it going to be something that I'm gonna be using that well? Like, in very few games I've felt the need for 8 or 9 weapons. So yeah, a little bit curious to, do I really need them? Alright, you can just walk in here. This teaches you to this. Right, so wrong button here. So here you can do, here you get your, most of your like story you will get to reading, which I'm gonna skip most because I'm not a fan of reading story. 100% a personal thing, but I like that you can just do like you could mostly in Doom 3, just quickly choose to read this or skip by it and focus on just the... You can focus on just the game here, and you will see here 14.3.2. It's kind of obvious that hey, you have a panel in front of you, right? So you can try 14.32, right? And yeah, that was it. You have nice statistic, and this again works perfectly fine. But this again, so I have this on my select button, right? Quick press, I have my map. Don't have any zoom button. I have to use my keyboard and mouse, but that's fine here. But I can also long press and get in here, and I think that would be fun if more game developers could like start thinking like this, because it's like very easy. Press quick, long press for like half a second, and you get this one. And I think one of the great developers actually in the game that is called Adaka did something very smart, because every game pretty much has that you can, if they have the options, you can zoom or aim down sight, right, by holding right mouse button or by pressing it to toggle. That game though went a step further, and if you just click the right like this, it would then go to toggle ADS. But if you hold it for like that, it would stay in aiming, like a hold aiming. And it's just, why have no one thought about that? Press lightly, you toggle, hold, and you will have a hold. It's just, yeah, more stuff like that, developers. It will be really great for keyboard users and for gamepad users, and very interesting. And this is also a little bit just something that I noticed is when you get your first gun, this is number 1 on your keyboard and this is number 4, which is for you know, normally in games you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Not here. You get 1 and 4, which took a little bit of time to, when I was playing keyboard, to just start thinking that, oh wait, what? I have to press 4, but I only have 2 guns. Shouldn't that be 1 and 2? No. But for my gamepad, you can just remap it, and it's fine. It was just a bit of a fun thing that I noticed. Great graphical style here. Oh right, I have to... What I have? Oh right, now I have... Yeah, I don't know what it is. Okay, that slide works there. Slide did not work. Did not work. Did not work. There it worked. Yeah, I can't get this to work with the Steam controller, and I don't know if it is Steam controller is bugging out, because you can see here I have more things that use the same thing with quick press and long press, and I show that with the map and the journal, and it works for all the other keys except for the slide and crouch. And I don't know, but that means that I'm not gonna be able to crouch in this game, because I feel that sliding is more important, and I'm out of buttons. I I can't map this. I don't know how to do it, and I have no idea how to fix it or anything. This just will not work to combine like this. It works for every other buttons. And is it a Steam controller? Is it the game? Is it something weird? I don't know. But if it would have been in the game that you have an option, or by default that if you hold you will crouch, if you press you will dash, this would not have been a problem for me, and that is why it's a bit of a frustrating thing. If more developers just started to optimize the input a little bit more, like they optimize, you know, the rest of the games, it would also add to the experience of the game. So I'm gonna have to do this. Here we go. And as you can see here, I'm just out of keys. I don't have a crouch, so I'm not gonna be able to use cover by crouching. We're gonna see how that goes on this normal difficulty. You know, it's just what I can do is as a backup, I guess. I really don't like, I really dislike clicking on the left stick, but just in case I have to crouch to get through something, this is my backup key. But I will not be clicking this to take cover or something like that, which I could have done if I could have utilized the dash and crouch on the same button there. And again, if I wouldn't have had the 9 weapon thing plus grenades plus melee, I would have had more buttons free to, you know, to focus on that. There is one settings here we're gonna try to go for. I think you have a weapon wheel. Which I can't find at the moment. Probably not gonna use that ever because I'm out of buttons, so might be a good thing, but yeah. There we go. Alt. Alright, Alt. Let's see how that works. Alt. Yeah. You might be forced to use this if you're a gamepad user, unfortunately. Not the greatest thing to have. If I need to crouch a lot more, I might have to be forced to use the weapon wheel. This is not slowing down or pausing the game, so right now you could just get annihilated. And I felt that many times in this game, the enemies are so, even on this difficulty here, right? They are very aggressive. And I needed to swap weapon quickly, and I cannot do that with the weapon wheel. Like, it's not really that fast compared to just so much faster without the weapon wheel. And with the aggressive, okay. The aggressive enemies here, I feel I need that. I need that ability to swap weapon quickly. There are a lot of secrets and I haven't found any here. I don't know how much I'm gonna be trying to find enemies here, but... Alright. There we go. One secret. Pew pew. Yeah. Artistically, this is, you know, graphic and music wise, a really amazingly top-down thing here. Top tier. Secret wise, we're gonna see how that's gonna work out. Probably not gonna find a ton of secrets. It's a little bit dark for sure, this game here. Might need to brighten it up a little bit more. It's just a very minor stutter when it saves like that, and I have a quick save. So I have, what was it I have on this one? What is the M key? Oh, my mission objectives. And this is switching grenade type, so apparently gonna have different grenades also. Yay! Probably not gonna be... when that is, I've never had a good experience in a fast-paced game where that was utilized. Slower pace, yes, but not fast-paced game. In the action, I'm probably just gonna forget about that. So might be underutilized. This is my quick save, and this is... No, wait a minute. Oh, no, that is... Okay, this is my grenade stuff. So, this is this. Again, I don't understand why I need to have this when I have that. When I have this. I have that to hit. That's a weird looking animation. So I don't know why I need this. You have quite little ammo for that one. It's also interesting. Sometimes you are very good at picking stuff up, and sometimes you are very bad at picking stuff up. Here you can see why I feel it's very necessary with aggressive enemy to be able to quick swap. And I don't think I could have done that with the weapon wheel, unfortunately. And yeah, I think I would prefer more FPS games that just had fewer weapons but just overall very fun to use, because having 9 of these weapons plus a couple maybe grenades and stuff, I'm probably gonna only focus on a handful of them. That's what happens in the majority of games like this for me. Fortunately, I can't see anything, so we are going to try that. It's a very bright day, so... Yeah, oh, this does not look that good with this brightness up. Okay, that's unfortunate. Maybe it's the gamma correction I should be using? Yeah, gamma correction probably looks a little bit better, more correcting as the brightness oomph there. The enemy are though very interesting. They do some very interesting flanking. I just feel they feel a little bit just too fast, movement-wise compared to me. Like they can, when I'm just quickly behind cover reloading, they can have flanked me and gotten pretty much very far around me. So on this difficulty, I don't know, maybe if they were to lower this movement speed of the enemies a little bit more, it could have been a bit more interesting. Also, when you are at low, like under 100 HP, like automatic picking up like burgers and stuff, I would not have been against that or opposed that. Yeah, the enemies are just like, they are nice, but they are a little bit erratic. He's a little bit fast-paced moving. Other than that, they are a really nice enemy. Sure, I'm missing more secrets. Right, you can also see how crazy the enemies can be. They have they have grenades availability, and they're gonna get more and stuff available. I might have gotten... just checking if I got any codes. I don't think I have any code yet. No. So, was there something here? This is definitely a game that I think that you should try to explore quite a bit. Especially on the harder difficulty, to be able to... There we go, to be able to get like ammos and upgrades and HP and everything, every little good stuff there. Right. Okay, this is like a new map area. Whoa, could not see that enemy there. Ah. So it is a very nice environment, but sometimes that's the problem. It's a lot of things that you can just get stuck on. Unfortunately. Like this one is in a bad place for trying to dodge out and fire at enemies. Nice environment, but yeah, sometimes with a fast moving enemy and a little bit of erratic movement there. Ooh. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna pretty much almost die here because that happens. You die super quickly, even on this difficulty, and they move too fast to be able to do crazy stuff. That's what I feel. I think I have the easy visibility of the enemies still activated. Still made it a little bit of challenging to see them. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try something. Like, the performance is good, as we can see in the top right, but it seems to be stuttering issues. Wait, what? Alright. 6? What? Okay, turning on. VSync went not good. Okay. So... Oh yeah, okay, yeah, this is smoother. Okay, so we need VSync on. Just using the frame rate limiter had some stuttering going for it. Yeah. Alright, yeah, this feels much smoother. The frame pacing is much better now. So might be some frame pacing issues with this engine here. I could try to switch to OpenGL, it could be better. Okay. That was supposed to switch to my throwables, but it didn't seem to do that. So I'm not sure. This seems just like take this one out of the game. I can't see any reason to have this one. This didn't pick up my grenades or my throwables. Throwables are still on G button. I really don't understand, and I have not gotten my... Not gotten my shotgun yet.
See someone acting suspicious? Please report their activity to your local A security agent.
Oh, that's weird. What? Okay, now I'm... What did I do wrong? Right mouse click. Oh, okay. There I see. Okay, so... There we go. That's my bad. Okay. Let's do this as a hair trigger. This one as a simple threshold. There we go. And full pull should be mouse. There we go. Now I can quick scope. You're a little bit tanky on this difficulty. Might reduce the HP, could have been interesting. We'll see how this is gonna go to turn out when we continue on. Really, this is a great game if you just wanna like take in like the environment. Like some great artwork all over the place. Right. You can add markers if there's something that's good. It's a nice feature. Don't have different like that. You have your mission. Find a way to disengage lockdown. Okay. No idea for how long I've been playing here. I'm just focusing on playing, as I've mentioned earlier. Might be fewer videos, but they might be longer coming out. Was planning on streaming, but very hot day and everything today here, so we just didn't know how well it would work out. And with this is a new game that I have no real experience in, so yeah, we almost died again here. Holy crap. And this is just a medium difficulty. They are very aggressive. Very fast, very aggressive. I think definitely for this kind of difficulty, like the medium here, yeah, that could benefit from tweaking for most people. Slow their speed down a little bit and their twitchiness. Whoop. I see one thing here. Gameplay, blah blah. Yeah, I have bright skins on. This should make enemies easier to spot. They are quite difficult to spot sometimes, even with that enabled. Alright. There I had to crouch, that was unfortunate. Do 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 do. Where was I supposed to be going now? Well, that's an explosion, so maybe this way? I've been in here. No, I haven't. Right, okay. So it's very easy to get lost. I can see if you don't just... Green is like way forward here. Don't know what that did though. Turn off some kind of power. Something probably opened somewhere. I don't know what could have been open. Quite crazy with all of the cool artwork. Yeah. Could have been... Okay, this one might have been opening. That's also again, like, why did I have to press to pick that one up? Bit interesting. Should be auto-picked. Right, progressing forward. This is pretty much the demo, so if you play that, this is still the same. It's pretty much the same feeling. That is quite loud. Can I turn... Might be able to turn up the audio a little bit more. I have one grenade. Yeah, I definitely don't think that the weapon wheel would work for me good here. Being able to swap weapons faster probably was going to be very useful in the long run for me. So you are going to be able to buy stuff though. currency might be a good thing to look around for. Haven't gotten to you in my little playing cabinet card. So here's where you could use like that. Will it be marked on the map? It looks like it. Or yeah. Right.
This area is in lockdown. Remain where you are and wait for further instructions.
User marker. Okay. So this one you cannot carry, you can just pull them. Or push them. Tomb Raider, we have a flare. Oh god, you had to crouch for this also? Man, that sucks. Yeah. Well, I guess it's good that I have the click to... crouch, because it seems like you really need to be able to crouch. Could have been nice if they could have made maybe the game without the force. We have just the sliding. Yeah, it's a shame that, you know, I don't know, I can't really get this mapped out. I would have to get rid of my quick swapping of weapons to be able to get crouch to a key, and I think that I'm gonna benefit more in the long run from quick swapping weapon than I am going into having a weapon wheel. I could obviously just have a few of my key weapons mapped to quick swapping and then have a weapon wheel for the few that I do not use. But yeah, unfortunate, I have not been able to get the full mapping, like the best feeling mapping going here, unfortunately.
The Allied Coalition Fort expansion
Don't think I have any.
Welcome to your new home.
Right. No, doesn't seem like I have the key to this one. Storage room. Okay, don't see what this would be able to be interest of. And don't know what this would be for an interesting thing. Something that you can blow up somewhere. Do 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 do. Full ammo. Did I check this room? This is from where I started, yes. So, did not go this way. Shotgun, 2 shells, ooh. Oh my god, you have to crouch to get out of that also. Damn it. Let me just crouch slide or dash from that so I don't have to use the crouch as much. Then it wouldn't be a problem, as much of a problem that I cannot rebind everything. But yeah, I don't have the shotgun yet. Don't know what the cabinet cards do. Let's try to just continue on, I guess.
Generator offline. Generator back online.
One thing with this game being such a nice and beautiful detailed game might be that it actually is easy to miss little hints and stuff, so you probably, if you have the patience to just go through this very like slowly, you can probably get to find a lot more than I'm doing that. Than not trying to look at every little thing here. That's not very nice of you. That was a very interesting flanking options. I'm good at that I have restarted this game, right, after trying it on the easier difficulty, because it's so far it's more balanced, but we're gonna see when I'm hitting a little bit of the later fights how big of a difference it's gonna make. This is my safety bear. You are coming with me. Take cover, bear. Wrong. Oops. Just trying to check. Yeah, okay. So that's oops. So that's a med kit I have, right? Do I only have no? Can I see how no, is that 3? It's an interesting HUD. Is that 3 med kits I have? So what is that? That says 1 on my right HUD next to my passcode is 5478. Okay, that might be for something I found earlier. So I have the blue purple card. I only have 1 regular grenade. I can't switch. Damn it. Don't click. I don't have any extra grenade. I do have something that is saying 1. Oh, that's one of the... Right, that was one of the... cabinet thing. Right, you can destroy those. Haven't a quick saved.
Access granted. Can you put a price on life? Well, we've done it for you.
So here is one of the machines that you can spend money on. Portable med, quick steam. Quickly gain 25 points of health up to a max of 200. Is that portable med? Is this gonna be used immediately? Quickly gain 25 points of health up to a max of 200. Permanently increases melee knockback and damage. 1 time per... Well, I cannot get this one. You know what? I don't think I need stuff right now. I did not even see that one just zooming up on me. They are so quite fast. And I've lost quite a ton of HP again. So yeah. Even on this medium difficulty here, it's very easy to die. Right, this is something I noticed, so 5478, right? Need wrong. because that is what I had in here. In which one was it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Here we go. Okay, Steve. So here we have this one, 5478. You think this could be that one, but this is a sneaky one. I noticed that one earlier. I play this. Oh, look at that. Max health permanently increased by 5. That's a sneaky little secret thing there. Really interesting secrets going on in this game. Let's see, where the heck? Oh, right. Full HP. Right, and this shows that something has opened up. Not certain where though. Pretty fast quick save, even though it is a quick little stutter. Oh, this is probably what the camera feed showed me. Then it should be... There we go. Now we got another one of this one. Lots of reading if you enjoy that, so... That's nice. Here we died. Yeah, very easy to quickly die here, and they are very aggressive, like how they attack. You now have access to all level 1, okay? Interesting. Include access as that would otherwise be unreachable. This is quite interesting. I think actually I'm doing just as good on this easier difficulty as I did on the higher difficulty, which seems kind of weird. I can definitely see the difficulty being something that is going to be not enjoyable or a little bit of an issue for some people in this, trying to get through this game. And it doesn't feel like there's a big difference. There we go. Swapping the difficulty. Feeling lost. Don't believe important machine items. Those you have been close to. No, not feeling lost. Not yet. We have this little Doom Eternal thing here. Right. I go. I guess a grenade hit me there. But yeah, quite interesting. Like, this fight here, I had like about the same amount of HP and everything, and I did just as bad. Okay, dead again. Yeah, this is probably what is gonna be hitting a lot of people, I feel. The combat is definitely something special with how the enemy and everything is behaving. I can see some people gonna love it, and some might feel it feels a little bit too challenging. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, since it's... Whoop. Since I haven't played a lot yet, so... And you? Fucking... Yeah, but having like a quick swapping definitely without... Using a weapon wheel, I probably would have been long gone dead. Holy crap. They are all over the place, and they are so fast. I definitely would not have minded if this difficulty they would have been a little bit slower or a bit less weird. Like a little bit of more of a difference in difficulty, because I'm doing just as bad as I did on the higher difficulty, one step up, which is just like so weird. Probably nothing you can break here. Maybe you can blow this one up. Looks an interesting little mark there, but alright, let's continue. I think there's more enemies here, right? So from this point on, I pretty much did every fight with like 40 HP. Because they just are kind of, yeah, again, very fast paced, very kind of weirdly running, you know, back and forward, and they can flank you pretty damn quickly, so it was pretty much like this the rest of the fights for the next... no, I didn't play a lot longer than this, so it's gonna be completely new territories soon, but I got, you know, maybe up to like 60 HP. Then a fight came and I'm down to like, you know, the regenerated 35, and it just rinse and repeat that. Which is kinda crazy, and again, I am on an easier difficulty. I did not expect... I was expecting that it would be just as a difficulty for me right now. Was expecting it to get easier, okay. Okay, they can hit me, I cannot hit them.
Generator back online.
Not like the fights are bad or anything, but they are kinda interesting compared to what you might be used to.
Security clearance accepted.
Oh, okay, weapon upgrade. Upgraded. Yeah, I have forgot that I had those, so but I want to keep them for something a little bit more challenging. I would like to find an explosive barrel, which there doesn't seem to be any around. I don't have any grenade. So what you can do is obviously you can just mark it for later on. I was hoping I could just find a barrel close by to blow that wall up with. That's good. Be safe, teddy bear. Yeah, there is no explosive nearby. Oh, alright, that works. Shotgun. Anything else up here? No. Oh. Whoa. And we are down to... We are down again. As I said, every fight is like this, and somehow I get just moved down back to low HP.
Security clearance
Now I have lost my... Where was that wall I could blow up? I was thinking I should mark it if I... Coming back? Was it down here? Yep, it is. And how do we get back? It's this way. Is it reloaded? No. Gotta reload.
Access granted.
I do like that the story is so far like it is an optional thing, right? You can read, and you do need to like read a little bit if you just wanna find maybe some of these passcodes. Overall, you can pretty much skip this if you just wanna go run and gun. I'm thinking this is still the demo part if I'm remembering correctly. I think I might get to the first kind of little mini boss area, stop this here, maybe play a little bit more. It is a fun game overall, but it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. I feel this combat is definitely a little bit of a something that you might like or you might not like. Yes, they are very like fast and very kind of different moving in an interesting way. But graphically, if you like pixel or retro styled, this is a top notch. I feel that the music and everything is really top notch. You have a ton of options to customize, accessibility. It's very good to play and everything. Again, I think I just could have a little bit more fun if. Right, here we go. Like inputs, I think definitely you could have optimized them just a little bit. But if you're just a regular PC player, it's probably not gonna be a problem. If you're gonna use a gamepad like I am, it might be that you have to choose between quick swapping weapons or using the weapon wheel to really be able to utilize like the crouch in a good way and the dash. Unless you, it's also gonna depend a little bit on your game controller and everything, but yeah, probably you're gonna have to go with the weapon wheel for a gamepad. Oops. I am a little bit curious to try my game, sir, and in a different kind of way, but I don't think that is gonna work for this game. But there is one interesting thing there I would have liked to try, but probably not for this game. This game probably better for me to try to maximize my Steam controller. Performance and everything so far has though been very smooth, very little bugs and stuff like that. Lockdown active. Oh.
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you some manners.
Alright, and this is open. Right, so this is... here is where I would have think it would have been fun to just quickly been able to move with the... Need to see... Loading zone, exit, storage cabinet. Exit, probably, yeah. Now we're probably gonna head to the exit, unless we wanna go secret exploring. And when I use the scroll in, I can no longer turn with the mouse, which is interesting. Right, the mouse turning is not working anymore. Still no mouse turning. If we still, yeah, this is bugged out now. I don't know if it is that I have to do that. Hello, did I not turn off this? Because I did not want to use this. The Gameplay. Enable quick say. Confirm before quick loading. Right, okay. Let me turn off that. There we go. There we go. And if I do this... No, I can still not turn. Something has bugged out here. That doesn't let me turn in the map. So it probably would just better to not allow you to move in the map. Make it a fixed map and a map that I can move around with my mouse. Look where I'm going instead. Right, so I can do this and I can see that I'm supposed to be going. No, so this is not the exit. I should go back. Quite difficult trying to move. When it's bugged out here. So the exit is up here. So that's a loading zone, okay. So exit is up here to my left. Right. Oh, but that's locked. So probably this way? Maybe not. No. Oh, this looks wrong. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so this open up something to the exit. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting side. This boss definitely kicked my ass a lot in normal here. Yeah, okay, this was not good. I probably would have needed a crouch here, which is unfortunate, since I can't really rebind it. I don't know how I could have taken less damage. I could try this again, but the risk is that I'm not gonna do good. So let's just, I've wasted all of my med kits. Right now I have one med kit left. Let's just continue anyway. So this is where the demo ended. So let's pause right here. Here we go. So probably a good way to take just a pause for here, and then I'm gonna be in a completely new territory when it comes to the next video. We can probably walk through a loading zone or something here, right? Yeah, level complete. Upgrades 3 out of 4, data pads 8 out of 8, missed 11 secrets, that's a ton of secrets, 1 hour 15 minutes, security clears, only 1 storage cabinet, right, a ton of secrets, a good exploration if you wanna do that. So performance I felt solid, graphic are top notch, and the audio are really nice. Maybe you need mixing of the audio a little bit tweaked, and graphic might be too good, because some stuff might be like hiding what to do and stuff like that, and the brightness I felt a little bit darker even with the gamma correction, and you can get stuck on the enemies. Solid controls overall when it comes to just the input feel, but again I just feel that looking at it, it could have been optimized a lot. It's just how the map works and stuff like that, and slide, and yeah, it could have been optimized. It's not the greatest experience, and depending on how much I'm gonna need to use crouch, because this last fight probably would have gone a little bit better if I could quick crouch here, which just doesn't work through the Steam controller and the Steam UI input. I don't know if it is the Steam controller bug, if it is the game conflicting here. It works for other buttons, but not my left back button or left grip button. I cannot use hold and regular click together for slide and crouch, which is very unfortunate. Since there is nothing like to mitigate that within the game itself, it just, yeah, I couldn't really hide in this fight. And that's again, if you could have chosen to not have like a crouch and just go for a dash, you could have optimized the game obviously for a different combat style here, and that would have been not a problem. But yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting seeing going forward how I'm gonna have to tackle this, if I'm gonna be forced to use a weapon wheel, which I haven't used in any I haven't really used that in any game for going forward. Again, I play Doom Eternal, that I feel have the same amount of action things and weapons and stuff, and I could hot swap weapons there and move around and do everything, but I guess that game didn't have a crouch thing there that made it work. But I played Turbo Overkill with hot swapping weapons, and that in that game I could use the slide and crouch on the same button with like the tap and hold. So yeah, it's very weird. Let's continue, and it works great. I don't see any problems with the game itself here, because I can crouch and I can slide. Oop, wrong button there. So it seems like it probably is some kind of doing some weirdness with the Steam controller. So that's good, obviously. So let's end here with trying something, because this is the only thing that's really been holding me back a little bit, is that trying to map all the important stuff here has been rough. So if we do this, we are going to stop here. So thanks for watching, and you can try this obviously yourself here. It's mostly been very interesting fun stuff here, but the combat is what I feel might be what is gonna be might stop some people from enjoying it fully. Or is that gonna be a personal thing here? Let's see, that's gonna have this. Okay, this seems to work. But my dashing will be a little bit slower. But I can crouch faster. Right, so stay tuned for the next episode to see how this is gonna turn out. This is really weird why it doesn't work in the reverse order. This is one of the weirdest thing ever. Alright, we are gonna go with this because, alright. So we save here. There we go. Save. And you have manual saving here also. And you need to use a keyboard to name your game. It should be nice with the default name here. Having a default like Duke Nukem 3D have and stuff like that. So you don't have to type something in. I believe at least that Duke Nukem 3D did add like Holocaust to it when you first like saved like the name of the map. So you just could do that quickly. But yeah, I feel that the only so far the real big thing here might be off-putting to some, might be the aggressiveness, the fast speed and kind of flanking ability of the enemies. Some are gonna love that and some are gonna find that a little bit of off-putting. And if you're playing with gamepad, again it might be a bit interesting since you are forced to use the weapon wheel, and the weapon wheel will not pause the game or anything, or will not slow-mo. So depending on how good you are at using a weapon wheel, you might or might not have a problem with that. But yeah, so there's no like huge thing to really come down on here. If you're a PC player with a decent normal mid PC, you know, it's just gonna be working. Like you have all keys and you have really nice performance. It was a bit interesting that the VSync thing there, that if I locked my frames to 120 frames, I had weird frame pacing and stuttering there. And then when I swapped that out for unlimited FPS but VSync on, it worked perfectly fine. It felt super smooth, no real stuttering or frame pacing issues. So another thing is that this FPS meter will not stay toggled on in the options, a minor thing. But yeah, like if I could have just not struggle with trying to map it to my Steam controller, it would have been a nicer experience here. Going forward to the next, stay tuned for absolutely new content for me and to see how the combat is gonna pay out on the medium difficulty. This is definitely not a normal medium difficulty. This is a more challenging difficulty. So if you are playing normal games on medium and you don't wanna, you know, push yourself, go for the easier difficulty. If you play games like this on an easier difficulty, you might be shit out of luck and might be challenging. So stay tuned for that. So check back or follow my channel, leave a comment or like if you want, and stay tuned to see if I'm gonna start struggling. I have got dash and crouch working just in a reverse order on the Steam controller now, so it should be bit easier to maybe use cover a little bit more and see if I can try to learn to flank a little bit more. I still have a little bit of trouble sometimes to spotting the enemies in the combat and to hearing the visual feedback of them. So I don't know how to fix that. That is the other thing, obviously, is the sound mix might need fine-tuning. But yeah, gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna be, they said this is 8 to 12 hours long. I'm probably gonna end up in the 12-hour range if I'm gonna get through this. So that is coming up, another video of this. I might probably just play this offline, and I don't know, I don't get a full streaming vibe right now for this game, so probably not streaming this game. Stay tuned for other games being streamed. I think that's it for this video. Have a great day, and bye for now.